welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiama. For those of you that are new here, welcome. And for those of you that are returning, thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to be making some strawberry brownies, and I just have everything laid out here that I'm going to be using so I can show you guys. So for the icing, we're gonna just need some milk and powdered sugar. And then for the actual brownies, we're going to be using some Pillsbury strawberry cake mix. We'll need 2 eggs, some vegetable oil, and I'm just using the butter to grease the pan that we're going to be using. And that's just an 8x8 pan. And then you're just going to be needing a mixing bowl and then a regular bowl as well, and a measuring cup. So if you're interested in seeing how my strawberry brownies turn out, then stay tuned. Okay, so I already washed my hands. So first, what I'm gonna do is beat these eggs, because you need to beat them before you put them into the cake mix. So I'm gonna use my 2 eggs. And then I'm also gonna put the directions down in the description box, so you guys will know how to make these if you choose to make them. So I'm just gonna beat them up really good. So I get to about this consistency is fine. Then I'm gonna pour my cake batter into my mixing bowl. And this is a really quick, fast, and easy dessert that you can make. I know my kids like to eat these, so I like to eat them too. Come on. This hole is so small. Okay, so I'm gonna pour my eggs in here. And also I'm gonna need 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Okay. And then I'm just gonna mix it all together. You wanna be sure to mix it up really good and get all the clumps out. But one thing I am gonna say is this mixture is going to be really, really thick. So don't be alarmed if it's really thick, because that's the way it's supposed to be. This is how it's looking right now. So yeah, you're gonna have to mix it up really good. If you have a hand blender or a hand mixer, that will probably be the easiest, but I don't have one, so I'm just gonna mix it up with this fork. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue to mix this, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I finished mixing it. I just want to show you guys the consistency of it. It's really, really thick, like I said, but it's supposed to be. So just try to make sure I got all the lumps out of it. So I'm gonna put it in my baking pan. I already greased it with butter. You can use anything that you like. You can use cooking oil, any type of cooking spray. I'm going to go ahead and get it in here. And you are going to have to spread it around with your spoon or fork. I'm trying to get everything off of the bowl because it's really sticky. Okay. So now I'm gonna just spread it around in the pan. Make sure it reaches all four corners. So sticky. And I have my oven preheated to 350, and you're gonna want to let it bake for about 15 to 20 minutes, but just make sure you check it. Stick a fork in it or a toothpick to see if it's done periodically. Should take no more than 20 minutes. I'm just trying to get it evened out. Okay, so I think it's about ready to put in the oven. This is what it looks like. Okay, oven on 350. And in it goes. So I'll check back in a little bit on it. Okay, so while the brownies are baking, we're gonna make the icing or the glaze. And you're gonna need 1 cup of powdered sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and measure that out and then put it in a bowl. Powdered sugar everywhere. So I have my 1 cup here. And then you need 2 tablespoons of milk. This is not a regular tablespoon, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. And you want to mix it all up and make sure you get, oh my goodness, make sure you don't do that, but you want to mix it all up and make sure you get all the clumps out of it, because it really needs to be a smooth consistency. And you can go ahead and add milk or powdered sugar to your liking. I made a mess here. So I'm just gonna be mixing it all up. This is how it's looking so far. Yeah, it's getting really smooth. That's how you want it to be. See? I'm just gonna get all the powdered sugar off the side. Yeah, so it's mixing really nicely. All the clumps are out and it's really smooth. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess and wait for the brownies to be done. And then, yeah, I'll be right back so we can put the icing on them when they finish. Okay, so here it is fresh out the oven. It took about 20 minutes to bake. And I just like to poke holes in it before I pour my icing in there, because I like the icing to get all throughout the brownies. So I just poke some holes. And then I have my icing here, and I'm just gonna pour it on. Make sure I get all the edges. Then I'm just gonna spread it over. It smells so good, you guys. I can't wait to cut it and take a bite. So I'm gonna let the icing sit for a little bit, just a couple minutes on here. Then I'm going to cut them up and serve them. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut them up in squares. They're very soft and moist. And they're really sweet too, so you don't need a lot of them. Just one or two at the very most. So here is the finished product. This is what they are looking like. Very, very delicious. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I am about to enjoy me a strawberry brownie. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.